Hi there, welcome back to the channel. I'm Dion, back again with another drawing tutorial. In this drawing lesson, I'm demonstrating how to draw the head from the side view, so let's begin. All you'll need for this lesson is a sheet of white paper, a ruler, lead pencil, and eraser. So I'm going to start by drawing a square. And why do this? Well, if you're a beginner and not great at drawing curves or circles, it's far easier to draw a straight line with a ruler and work your curves between those lines, using them like a guide. It still takes some practice, but over time you'll get better at it. Eventually you'll find you can do it without the ruler and not have to add so many straight lines. And to be totally honest, to this day I still can't draw a perfect circle freehand, so I cheat a little and use a ruler to get the desired result. Once the square is drawn, divide it into 8 sections by dividing it diagonally, horizontally and vertically. Each of these lines creates an intersection that you can use to draw the circle that will represent the curves of the skull and help further guide us in the head drawing. Now we draw the circle. It will represent most of the curvature of the skull, but keep in mind it's not completely accurate as the skull is not perfectly rounded. It will take some slight adjustments to get it right. Start your circle from one of the middle outer points. As you curve each segment, try to have them cross the diagonal lines at the same point. This will help keep the circle's sides as similar as possible. Don't panic if they are not perfect, this is all just practice. Now let's refine the head structure. We've already created the curve of the skull, but we need to find the basic points of reference of the face. These include the brow, eyes, nose, mouth, and chin. We've already established the brow, which is our horizontal line through the circle. Next, I want to find the base of the chin, so I'm going to position a horizontal line about 1/6 the height of the square. And I'm going to position the base of the chin towards the right side of the page. I'll use a ruler so you can see all the construction lines. Once the chin line is in place, I can work out where the base of the nose will sit. A general rule is that it's halfway between the brow and the chin. But facial structures can be, of course, very different depending on the person, but start with it halfway and adjust it if you need to. Next, I'll position the eye. Another general rule is to draw the eye halfway between the top of the head and the base of the chin. We could just eyeball it, excuse the pun, or find the halfway point using our ruler. Now divide from the central line to the far right in half, then divide the right half into thirds. This gives me the position of the eye, which I'm going to represent as a curvy triangular shape. There's no need for too much definition at this point. At this stage, I'm just putting down the basic structure. Now where the forehead rises up from the brow to about where you would see the hairline, I'll give that less of a curve, and then flatten out the top of the head a little before bringing the back of the skull in a little and down. Then I'll continue that curve towards the chin. For the front of the face, I'm going to start at the brow again and create a slight curve inward towards the chin. From the brow, bring a line inward and down toward the eye line, then out at about 45 degrees to represent the bridge of the nose. Now I'm not going to connect this line with the base of the nose at a hard angle. I want to create a gentle curve that creates that rounded tip we have of the nose. Next, the mouth. The mouth opening is going to sit roughly at 1/3 the distance from the base of the nose to the chin. Give the area between the nose and the top of the lip a gentle convex or convex shape, depending on your character, before you curve the inside of the lip inwards towards the mouth opening. Then a curve outward for the bottom lip, and then it curves inward for the underside. Of course, these shapes differ from person to person depending on age, gender and so on, so experiment with the shapes. What will always remain in place as a guide are the key points of reference: the brow, eyes, base of the nose, mouth opening and chin. The ear will sit between the brow and the nose line, and looks like a semi-curve with the base almost lining up with the top of the jaw, which in this case I'm going to complete the jawline by continuing the line from the base of the chin to the middle of the drawing. That's starting to give us a pretty good looking head shape. So from here, much of the head structure is in place to start defining features. I'll add in the neckline, and I can put in the eyebrows, nostrils and folds and shapes within the ear. Finally, I'll darken my lines that I'm happy with so you can see the final result. There we go, that's not too bad. Could always do with some improvements, but by practicing these steps over and over again, I'm sure to always have a steady improvement. So give this a go yourself on your next project and see if it helps with understanding how to draw the head in profile. And if you haven't already, why not check out my free guide in the link below, Drawing the Head for Beginners. It's a free PDF guide you can download when you visit dionhamel.com. Check it out. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.